K-pop is, I'm too old for all that sort of stuff, but it's the youngsters loving that Korean pop music. They have their celebrities and star bands here at Expo 2020 over the weekend. As Gwon-ji clears up there with a great shot.
Yeah, Gwon doesn't really have that traditional lefty style. There's a lot of lefties that balls a little straighter along the gutter, and this guy is a really power player. He really opens up his angles, he throws the balls towards the gutter, and really, there's a lot of energy in his ball.
Well, look at this, a little bit of a fan club there. There's people with their scrolling Korean.
화장실 다녀온 사이에
There he is.
시작이 돼서 1프레임을 놓치고 녹화를 생중계 녹화를 시작합니다. 죄송합니다. 감안해 주시기 바랍니다.
Great shots, great shots indeed.
Yeah, again, I mean, we've been on air for a little bit now.
두바이와 우리나라는 시차가 5시간 정도 난다고 합니다. 우리보다 5시간 늦은 시간이기 때문에 지금은 1시 38분 우리 새벽이지만 두바이에서는 5시간 늦으니까 한 9시에서 10시 그 사이가 되겠네요.
high-end shoes that the bowlers will wear or the balls that they use. Gwon-ji comes in again.
지금까지는 다른 환경에서 경기를 하기 때문에 좀 이게 큰 변수가 될 것 같습니다. 야외 경기이고 또 조명 차이가 나고요. 스포트라이트가 이 핀 주변에 좀 강하게 비추고 있습니다. 이게 어떤 변수가 될지 선수들이 좀 낯설어할 수도 있을 것 같은데 잘 적응해줬으면 좋겠습니다. 스트라이크로 앞서 나가네요.
Bowling balls, though, there is a ton of different bowling balls, and for you, they might just have different colors, but they have different surfaces. They have different cores. We can put the holes on different spots to make them create different shapes. So it's the jungle.
Here's a question for you. When I was a kid playing, going bowling with my parents or friends when I was younger in the UK, in the United Kingdom, I always had to wear bowling shoes. Now, I took my son bowling a few months ago. You don't have to wear bowling shoes anymore. You can wear trainers, soft-sole shoes, sneakers.
Well,
what's happened?
What happened is probably that bowling center doesn't care about sport bowling. It just care about what we call open play and stuff like that. Because if the center cares about sport bowling, it's a no-no. As soon as we get dirt,
발음이 좀 어렵네요.
sand, anything on the approach,
더블로
it messes up
앞서
our game.
나갑니다.
We don't get consistency and all that stuff.
지근
Some
선수
bowling centers doesn't really have sport bowling. They just open bowling, just for fun.
스트라이크를
There's no
쫓아가야죠.
championships going to be played at my local bowling alley by the sounds of it.
I doubt that we're going to come there.
Gwon-ji
그렇죠.
back on there.
완벽한
And
스트라이크입니다.
you can hear the crowd from Korea. They have arrived. It's like the local
우리나라
K-pop
선수들이
superstar has arrived
단상에서
in Dubai
응원하고
tonight.
있습니다.
Really good shot, steady at the foul line. He gives the ball the business there, and you can see how it goes through the pins. Pins have no chance. Great shot there. It's been a couple of really good shots here. The first two frames were a little try out for them, but after that it's been some quality shots from Thomas and Gwen.
So Thomas Geico, he's slightly ahead, which is, I mean, obviously on the scores he is, but I mean, in the way that he's performing and lining up.
더블로 쫓아가야죠.
Yeah, we can't tell where this is going so far for sure.
Has that, or just one left there?
Yeah, it gets old pretty quick for a lefty to lead that 7-pin. Same as the 10-pin for right-handers. It's by far the most common pin to lead, and again, it's so little things that does create a little extra angle or a little less speed or something that makes the ball go take that last pin out there.
So Gwon-ji taking his next shot. Approach the lane, lefty coming in. Will he clean up? Yes, he does. And a fabulous shot there.
무난하게 7번
Here's a
핀
question for you, Martin.
커버했고요.
Another novice question. I'm glad you're here to
더블로
answer.
붙이지 못한 게 좀 아쉽네요.
Okay.
상대방 선수가 터키로 도망가면
you could see there
쫓아가는데
Gwon-ji's ball there
부담이
looked
클
like it had
수밖에
some.
없죠.
It had a journey with him.
Yeah.
I mean, how often and when do you need to change it? We're looking, of course, there at Thomas's ball. It's got marks all over it. I mean, when would you look to swap
스트라이크를
out?
멈추거나 스플릿이 낮으면 지금 선수에게 쫓아갈 기회를 주는 건데 그렇죠. 10번 핀 남았습니다. 스트라이크를 멈췄어요.
It's very personal. If you have a ball contract, you probably drill 50, 60 balls a year.
Goodness me.
And if you don't, because those balls are $300 as well.
핀이 10번 핀 앞으로 튀죠.
It's some guys save them longer, some guys
피닉션이 약했습니다.
gets rid of them quick. It's hard to say exactly how long. But I'm pretty sure the ball that Thomas is throwing is drilled a couple of weeks ago.
Oh, well, there you go. So literally drilled for his precision and his size and his finger holes and everything like that, yeah?
Yep, both for his size for the fingers, and also they place the core in a position so it actually helps the
지금 한
ball
10핀
curve in the right
정도
spot.
차이가
See, that's where I've been
나는데
going wrong. You see, the ball that I've been using at my local bowling alley is probably
스트라이크를 누가 먼저
that
많이
makes me
붙이느냐
really bad. It's
결국 그
not me,
싸움이죠.
it's the ball.
No, that's for sure one of the things. You can
스프레이스는
blame the ball,
절대
you
안
can blame the
되고
lanes, you can blame the oil, the approach.
Anything,
I give you
yeah.
a lot of excuses here
I
for
could
the
blame
next
my
time,
mother's cooking, anything, it made me play bad.
or the lack of practice maybe.
Yeah, all the skill and ability, yes. Oh my
스트라이크입니다.
goodness me.
지금도
Just like
스트라이크를
a
쳐주기를
perfect shot by
바랍니다.
Thomas. Can't throw it better than that. And he got himself into a 10, 11 pins advantage right now after half the game. Still very, very open. They've been hitting the pocket pretty good. Grun had been struggling a little bit with carry. So I'm
야외에
expecting a
특별
pretty,
제작된 레인
like,
같아요.
cool match to finish it off here. I think they both hold good. and they're pretty
이벤트용인데
comfortable, so.
So
지금
the fan club
선수가
waiting for
이런 레인 환경에서도 부담 갖지
Gunji to
말고
take his next shots as he
스트라이크를 쳐줬으면
approaches.
좋겠습니다.
And
그렇죠.
absolutely smashes that strike there. The crowd are loving it.
Yeah, he aced that one for sure. As good as it gets. See the high backswing, all that power. It's pretty powerful type of shots he has there for sure.
So
You
what
can actually see on the lanes here from this graph, like where the ball's been
Yeah.
traveling down the lane.
You
It's
can
pretty
see-
interesting. See all those lines?
Yep.
Every time a ball rolls down there, it takes away a little bit of oil, and when oil goes away, more friction comes up, and the bowlers has to actually manipulate that or move their feet or target or balls.
That's quite strange because we were actually sitting halfway down the lanes here, and you won't be able to see our position from where you are watching tonight. But we can't see too much degradation in the lane, too much wear and tear. But that shot you just saw there actually shows you
지금
completely
선수
where that lane has
게임에
been
레인이
going all the way.
올라가면 얼굴
If we
표정이
lay down a little bit, we can
거의
actually see
변화가
the traffic
없죠.
here too.
Oh,
At
yes.
least I can.
No, I
I know
can
what
see
to
it.
look for. Yeah.
Yeah, I can see it here.
You can see in the middle, there's
Yeah.
not been almost any
더블로
shots. It's just towards the gathers there on both left and
이어갑시다.
right.
Gunji takes his next shot, and that is
sounded like a 7-pin.
strike indeed.
Strike.
Did it?
더블로
And it
붙였습니다.
goes down.
멈춰 서 있길래 혹시라도
Wow, very
7번핀이 남았나
enthusiastic
했더니
support there. Even the non-Korean people are actually laughing at the support there and having fun
세리머니도
with the
없죠.
crowd.
Again, it's another great shot. It hits right where he wants to. That 7-pin is really, really late. I even missed it. So let's see if we can.
Here we go.
몸통에 가려서 스트라이크가 났는데
I actually missed that
13번
one totally. It
포켓존으로
seemed like he
넘어갔기
crossed
때문에
over and that was a lucky
그래서
break for sure.
지금 선수가
Thomas
그런
concentration
행동을
in his eyes.
취했었군요. 하여간 행운의 스트라이크입니다.
Oh, tit for tat, another strike there.
똑같이
As we
더블.
see Thomas taking.
11 pins up for Thomas, and both have strikes to work on. There again, we see the lines in
Yeah,
the lane.
you can
and
see
we
it there.
the ball motion. It's a great camera angle there. That's really, really good. Now, another thing to make, to have a little, we'll see if he's going to throw this ball in the other lane too, or I think actually he's throwing two different balls. I haven't been, I guess I've been working too long now. I'm really not paying attention good enough. Let's see what ball he has. You see, he actually threw two different balls. On
Yeah, I suddenly just noticed that.
And that's verified.
아 이런
Flies across
피넥션이
the deck and hits it. It's a
What do
big
you
one.
call that? The messenger.
터키로
Yeah,
도망가네요.
messenger or scout.
Messenger. Okay, I'm learning all these things as we go along.
So my thoughts that actually there is some difference in the lane is getting more and more verified when he's actually throwing two different balls. So I think that light green or light blue ball is thrown in the right lane is a little bit
지금
more aggressive, like a little
부담 가지기가 쉬운 상황인데
the other one is a little
And
cleaner.
it will take them a while to know that and work that out, won't it?
그쳐야
They can read the lane a little bit.
역전할 수
If you
있습니다.
throw good shots right away, you can read it, but you really make sure it's got to be good.
그렇죠.
Oh,
Perfect.
absolutely incredible. Gunji is bowling like his life depended on it then.
Yeah, I've seen those Korean guys bowl for the medals before. You don't mess around with them. They are solid as rocks.
Just to remind you that the guys tonight and the ladies are competing for the singles
누나들이
World
응원해주고
Championships here in
있습니다.
Dubai. The IBF World Championships 2021
여전히
live
10핀 이상 차이가
of Expo
나는데
2020 Dubai. It is a
호흡을
lovely
붙여야죠.
balmy evening here in the heart of Dubai with some
놓치는
60,
순간
70,000
승패의
people filling the
기점이
wonderful Expo
돼버립니다.
site. And Gunji, as he
그렇죠.
done it again, he has. Oh my word!
상대방의
Yeah, he's putting
기선제압할 수
Thomas
있는
here. Thomas is 11 pins up if he strikes the next
스트라이크입니다.
one. If he doesn't,
Yeah.
it's an all square
핀란드
match.
선수가 부담을
And
느꼈으면
ball in hand
좋겠는데
for Gun. So it's
Good seems to have the momentum at the moment, though. He's got the kind of.
well, he put the pressure on Thomas. If
Yeah.
Thomas hits one more, it turns over to his favor. So Thomas still has ball in hand.
결국은 8, 9, 10프레임 싸움이 될 것 같습니다.
Team Korea seems to be
연속으로
finding more
붙이느냐.
garments of clothing to show the cameras than I've ever seen before. They've got T-shirts, they've got jumpers.
Great shot by
여전히
Thomas again.
쫓아오네요.
He's,
Literally.
like I said, an up-and-coming guy.
핀란드
He hasn't been
선수가
in
현재
this
앞서
situation
있습니다.
very many times, but it doesn't show that at all. Perfect shot. Absolutely perfect.
That certainly was indeed another great shot there from Thomas. The concentration has to be there, obviously, but you can see some of the players literally seem to be dialed in and focused that a little bit more. I mean, maybe not just an observation from a novice, but
We also have different targets. Like some people are having the eyes closer to them, some watching further down the lane. But yeah.
또
He doesn't show any
스트라이크.
nerves.
점점 부담스러운 경기가 돼가네요.
you're right there as the pins get racked up.
So now it's again really pressure on Gwen. He is 11 pins down if he strikes the next one. He really needs this one. He's not going to be over if he doesn't, but it's a critical shot here
지금
in the ninth. We like to
놓치지
call it
않고
key frame.
계속 몰아붙여야
It's a key shot.
됩니다.
At the background of the Australian Pavilion here at Expo 2020, Dubai, Gunji comes in. No.
Comes in a little light,
7번 핀.
and there is his 7 pin is still standing.
Now
거의
7 pins that's been left standing quite a bit
승패가
tonight on
결정됐네요.
the
이
two
정도면
the 3 semi-finals that we've seen so far.
아쉽습니다.
Yeah, when you build up lanes like this, you don't have as much
누나들이
solid material
조용해졌어요.
on the side of the kickbacks, like
Okay.
when the pins actually hit on the sides.
Right.
And that normally does that the pins are not flying around as much, and it leaves us that pin more often.
오
So it's
위험했습니다.
it's not very strange that it happens.
Okay.
But it's one of those. It's hard to make that little fine adjustment to kick it out.
So literally a few days ago, this didn't exist here in the Sport and Fitness Hub here in
핀란드
Expo 2020.
선수가
Who puts these
큰
lanes together,
실수를
Martin? Who is responsible for
하지 않는
building
이상은
it to
역전의 기회가
international
오기
world
쉽지 않은
championship
상황입니다.
standards?
I'm pretty sure that Cubic AMF
마지막 때
stands behind
10프레임이고
this work here.
대형
One of the
스프릿으로
companies that take care
커버하지
of all the lanes
못하고
and pin
그렇게
setters.
되는 이상
I'm saying that without real knowledge.
하여간
but
지금
it's
선수는
several-
스트라이킹
I
아웃하고
recognise that brand, of course,
상대방의
from
결과를
the
기다려야 됩니다.
bowling alleys that I frequented on occasion. So we get Gunji
아하.
coming back in again.
There
Now,
is
역시 힘이
cutting
들어갔네요.
down for Korea.
안쪽으로
Yeah.
당겼습니다.
That is a mistake that he can't afford. This was the last frame. He needed a couple of strikes here to put some real pressure on Thomas. That's not going to get it done.
you're right. So that almost is, well, never say never, as they say, but almost curtains down Gunji. But
Yeah, it's game over.
it's game over.
It's game over. It's going to be a.
I was trying to put an optimistic spin on
Yeah.
it for Gunji, but obviously not going to happen as he shoots. And
it's,
네,
we're looking into
아쉽죠.
a Scandinavian battle here for the gold medal.
10프레임에 대형 스프릿이
Sweden versus
나와버리면
Finland.
뭐 할 수 있는 게 아무것도 없잖아요.
I gotta change my spot and go for the cheering
네,
chair
그리고 누나들이 하트 뿅뿅 날려줍니다. 동메달 지근 선수 동메달입니다.
Coming into the hot seat for the two finals, for the ladies and men's finals. Just a recap of what that it's all about. Cherry Tan from Singapore earlier went through in her first semi-final match. She's going to be playing Shang Na-ung from Singapore. Of course, two Singapore ladies into the final. That's happening very soon. And the first men's semi-finals saw James Blundgren from Sweden take his place into the final to play what looks like, barring an absolute miracle, Thomas Keiko from Finland.
Yeah, we're looking into have the Finn battle. It's not going to be the first time, but it might be the first time those two guys are bowling. It's for sure the first time they bowl each other for the gold medal in the World Championship.
Now, prestige-wise, of course, you get the gold medal. You're the world champion. What does that mean literally for the player who is either the women's singles champion or the men's singles champion?
Yeah, I mean, it means different things all over the world when it comes to career. But for every bowler, this is the pinnacle of bowling. Okay. It's all the hours you put down on practice and
핀란드 선수와 스웨덴 선수 남자 선수들 결승전이 그렇게 성사가
It's an
됩니다.
emotional thing, and to be able to do it for your country, it's also a big thing.
Talking of like working out, Martin, and how it all works, I mean, fitness regimes, what do you guys have to do? I mean, you're not powering 300 pounds at the gym and stuff like that. What do you guys do to, or you're all different, to keep yourself at the pinnacle of your career?
Yeah, you need to stay away from broken glass and cars like I do, because they are way too hard. So
just to recap before we carry on, Martin had a horrendous injury from an accident at home, saving his daughter from a pane of glass which has sliced his fingers, and not long before that got run over by a car. So
여자 선수들 경기할 때도 그랬던 것 같은데 야외 경기장에 설치된 레인이다 보니까 뭔가 기계적인 결함이 좀 많이 생기는 것 같아요. 선수들이 한참 레인에서 기다려야 되는 상황들이 많이 발생했습니다. 컨디션이 일관성 있게 유지되지 못하는 그런 환경인 것 같아요.
It's a lot of things, so mainly that more than being super strong. Super strong, you take away flexibility, and we need flexibility too. So,
남자 개인전 경기는 지근 선수가 아쉽게도 패해서 결승에 가지 못했습니다. 자, 그래도 동메달 확보 축하합니다.
Final scorings by the professor tonight.
Absolutely. We had a 236 win for James, a 248 for Thomas, Shania won on 216, and Sherry on 246. It's really good bowling. We've been watching some high level of semi-finals here, and of course we don't expect anything else.
우리 남은 남녀 3인조 동반 동메달 확보 4강 진출을 했기 때문에 좋은 결과가 있기를 바라고요. 또 혼성 4인조 경기도 남아있는데 남은 기간에도 좋은 결과 있기를 바랍니다. 자, 이상 중계를 마칩니다.